Welcome back. So what did you think about the sustainable spoons? Pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like your spoon, you use your spoon and it's got seeds on it. And then you can plant it and it blooms into wheat or something.
Yeah.
So this Dubai-based company, I think they came up with a really interesting concept with the Bloom Spoon. An interesting name. So I think that's a kind of an interesting concept. And of course, Air New Zealand with the edible coffee cups. I'm not sure if I would eat a coffee cup, but it's still an interesting idea.
The ingredients look good. Looks like it's pretty sweet.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if you could, I don't know, I guess it's like a post-coffee snack, maybe?
Yeah. You don't want to eat it during your coffee, though.
Cleanse your palate. And so, yeah, that's kind of interesting. So all these companies are coming up with these sustainable spoons and other materials that can be used to be more eco-friendly and hopefully move us away from these disposable plastic everything. Everything's disposable plastic. Yeah. And it does kind of drive me crazy sometimes when I notice it and I just think like, why are we doing this? Why do we need these straws? Why do we need this kind of thing? So yeah, I think these companies can possibly change how we operate in the world and also maybe change how businesses work. And I think a lot of businesses focus on these single-use cutlery and just using too much plastic. So if we can kind of change that, then I think maybe this could be a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably one of the big struggles, though, I'm guessing, I don't remember this in the article, but like cost. I bet it's so expensive to make these like little seed spoons.
Definitely, yeah. I remember when they were doing the corn straws. They cost more, so some places were kind of complaining, like, oh, it costs more to do the corn straws. It's like, okay, well, charge me a little bit more. I would prefer that.
Yeah, charge 10 cents more. Yeah. But also, please, no more paper spoons. They're the worst. And I know we should be saving like the earth and everything and not using plastic. Bamboo, anything, literally anything except paper. Air is better.
Okay. Air is better, yeah. Okay, so we're complaining a lot. So are there some drawbacks to these sustainable cutleries, but maybe the benefits outweigh the drawbacks? I don't know. What do you think?
For the Bloom Spoon, one of the big ones is if you live in a city, where are you going to plant this? You can't you're going to throw it on the road. There's no dirt to plant it in unless you go to a park, but then that's government land, not yours. You shouldn't be planting or putting anything in there. So for city folk, this isn't really a viable option. Or for people who don't live in a place that's, you don't have access to land which you can bury spoons in, then no, I would say that today. For the edible coffee cup and for the edible spoon, I think the drawbacks are just like the paper straw. If it's a hot coffee, how long are you going to be able to hold that in the cup before it melts or starts leaking? If you're drinking, if you're eating soup with your edible spoon, how long before it starts dissolving in that soup? So I'm a little bit skeptical on that because if it's hard enough to continue to be usable in the soup, how are you going to eat it? It's too hard to eat then. Right? So it has to dissolve. It has to dissolve to be edible.
I mean, I think eventually it's supposed to dissolve naturally. So if you don't want to eat it, wherever it ends up, it kind of disappears and just becomes one with the universe again.
I guess so, yeah.
I guess so. Maybe there are two options for these.
Yeah, if it's edible, you can also just toss it and hopefully the ants will get to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. But I'm not negative, but I definitely see some drawbacks here.
Sure, I think there's always going to be drawbacks. Yeah. Okay, so now the big question is single-use plastics.
Yeah.
What do you think? In your opinion, should we just completely ban these? Like, should it be a legislative thing?
Yeah.
What do you think? Why or why not?
Yeah, I think when you enter into a blanket ban of something, even though by and large it might have a good impact, there's always going to be fringe sort of areas that have a big bad drawback. Like, I can't have any examples with plastic straws right now, or not plastic straws, plastic one-use things right now. But I assume like trying to get meals to people who might have not enough money might be more difficult.
Okay.
If they are living in a place that they don't have spoons or forks and you're still trying to get them meals, then you're gonna have to like make them eat with their hands, and that's kind of demeaning. So there could be some places where banning is not great, but by and large, banning might be the way to go. I know I've said that we are the ones that have to make the change, and I do believe that, but that change doesn't seem to be coming because we are all lazy and we would rather have the government ban it.
Yeah, because we're too comfortable, so we're not going to change, and the government makes us change. We complain a little bit, but we do it anyways.
But we do it anyway, yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of agree with that, and I think sometimes maybe these little nudges are the way to do it.
Yeah. Like when they banned plastic straws, I was like, as long as they're not paper, who cares? When they're like, don't use plastic cups if people are staying in the cafe. I'm like, great. That's a great like option.
I mean, as an adult human, I don't actually need a straw. There's no time like, wow, I can't drink this. I need a straw. Like, I can just drink. It's fine.
It's fine. Especially at the very end when all the ice hits your face.
Yeah, I mean, that does happen, but that's life.
That's life, buddy.
Sometimes the ice hits you in the face. All right, well, take a look at the vocabulary, and we will see you next time.
Cutlery.
Cutlery.
Pioneer.
Pioneer.
Stewardship.
Stewardship.
Single use.
Single use.
Legislative.
Legislative.